Hello, hello. It is Funfold Friday. How's everybody doing? Let me just clean off my camera here. Sorry about that. Just seems like it always looks like it's not straight. But well, hey, do. Ah, good. I knew she would. It's just going to take some getting used to. You can't expect her to not stop drinking her bottle that quickly. It's a whole new routine. So, if you can teach me some things about Sheba, we'll be good. She's being a pain in my butt lately. She wants to go out every 45 minutes, and it's starting to drive me mad. All right, so today we are going to wrap the week up with our Cheerful Daisies. And I am using the Daisy Designer Series paper, and it is called, what is it called? Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper. And for this card, we wanted Designer Series paper that was pretty on both sides. So I chose this pattern. Some of the other patterns, I wasn't too happy with the back side. So whatever you want to be your focal point, which I'm going to use this as my focal. And this will be just the accented side, okay? So we are going to start out with a card base, our normal card base, 5.5 by 4.25, and it is the boho blue. Hello, V Perez from California, and chilly. Oh my goodness, it's actually chilly here too. It's only 55. And then we have our Designer Series paper. And this actually measures 11 3/4 by 5.25. Is that right? Yes, 5.25. Then I die cut one of the stitched rectangles, and it is the 4 3/8 by 3. And I'll have the a PDF for this card tomorrow on my blog, so you don't have to pay attention to the sizes or measurements. All right, so I stamped the countryside corners in boho blue and ended up die cutting the 1 7/8 by 3.5. And then I also chose a next smaller size. Hey, Kathleen. Sunny in Virginia. Good. You have a blanket on too? And this one is the 2 7/8 by about 1.25. And that is going to fit right there on our frame. And ahead of time, I stamped some daisies in smoky slate. Okay, so we're just going to put those aside. We are going to use our boho blue stamp set, and I'm also going to need the little inside to our flowers, and I probably should have cut a sprig, and I didn't. Let's just see where that sprig is. There it is. My dies, I did not put them back properly, so they're all over the place. I put them away quick because I started cleaning my room a little bit. Oh my goodness, it just gets so messy. Crazy messy. Okay, give me 1 second. I am going to just die cut a sprig really quick. And I think I'll do it in the boho blue. It's been a blue week, I guess. I've used boho blue all week. Now this is a great card for all that Designer Series paper that we have left over. I started cutting some into 6x6 inch pieces because I have so much designer series paper. And this, like I said, this card is perfect for using up some of that paper that you have hanging around, okay? So we're going to just take our card base and put it aside for a second, and all our pieces, and we're going to work on the designer series paper. And I'm going to quick pull out my scoreboard or my trimmer. And if your paper is directional, you're going to want to make sure you have it facing the right direction. And we are going to score this at 1 3/4. And you want to make sure that you do not press too hard because the designer series paper is not as heavy as our cardstock. So that was 1 3/4. And then we have 4 3/4. And then I'm going to pull out the arm, and then we're going to cut it at 7 3/4. Okay, so those are the 3 score lines. And as you can probably already guess, this last square here, or rectangle, is 5 1/4 by 4. So this is going to be the piece that we adhere to the card base. So we're going to fold it in a valley fold. And I'm just going to make sure that it is straight. Okay, so there's our valley fold. The next one, we're going to fold like a mountain. And then we're going to fold it like a valley. Now, depending on what paper you want on the very front will determine how you fold your paper. I want this to be the paper that you see when you open it up. If you wanted it this way, it would be folded in the opposite direction. This piece would be on the front. All right. So this is how my card base is going to be. So we're going to take our card base. Let's grab some glue. Hopefully it's not clogged. And we are going to adhere this right to the card base. And that is, let me just make sure this is cut straight. Hold on. Should be 5 1/4. Just going to, there we go. So I finally did open my box. And I don't know who that is. Sorry about that. I just opened my box, and here are some new online exclusives. There's going to be a bee. Let me get the stamp set out. It's called Be My Valentine, and it has a coordinating punch. And then these fluffiest friends, and it has coordinating dies. And then the Garden Meadow, which also has coordinating dies. And new, really pretty designer series paper that is Highland Heather, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock, which is really exciting. And some pillow packs, square pillow boxes. This is the ribbon for, which one is it? For the meadows. Here's for the Valentine. And then some more designer series paper. This is really pretty. It's very, very scenic. So beautiful, beautiful scenes with flowers. And this isn't even everything. And some new embellishments. These are just the things as a demonstrator we were able to order ahead of time. So that's pretty exciting. There's also a new Christmas kit, and I'm thinking about doing a class. Look, it comes with clothespins, and it is the Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit. So instead of doing a advent calendar, it is something just a little different. So that'll be exciting. All right, so back to our card. So we have our card base, we have our designer series paper, and I am going to add some glue to this large piece, and we're going to adhere it to the front of our card. I just want to make sure that it's on here straight, so I'm just going to lift it up a second. And like I said, this paper is this card is perfect for all that designer series paper we have. All right, so isn't that paper adorable? All right, so there that is. Then this stitched rectangle is going to go in here, but we have to decide if we want to put anything on it. So let's work on the label. All right, there's glue. So we're going to stamp this first. I'm just going to grab my silicone mat, and I think I'm going to do Your Friendship Means Everything. I think it'll fit. It'll be close, but it's going to fit. And I'm going to stamp it a little bit more towards the top. And I'm going to make sure that it isn't overly wet. So I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to pull down some of that ink so it's not as wet when we stamp it. All right, and I'm just going to test it. Yeah, that's better. So we're going to ink it up. Make sure I have enough ink, and we're going to put it right about there. Quick and easy, right? And then we're going to take this and we're going to adhere it to, and I'm going to just use very minimal glue so we don't see it through the layer, and add it right inside. All right. Now this piece is going to be added about halfway, and we can even pull it out further if you want, but I'm going to make it so it's just about here, halfway. So I'm going to add some glue and lay this down, making sure it's straight. All right, so there is our label on the front. Now we can pull in our daisies. And our little centerpiece. And we're going to ink it up. Oh, one of the cows next door gave birth this morning. Oh my goodness, it was such a cute little baby. And the Amishman, he came out and gave the mama a big bucket of water. It was just so cute to watch. And got the baby to stand, and he brought it, carried it actually to the barn. All right, I'm going to add my sprig going to the right-hand side. So I'm just going to add a bit of glue just to the center there. and adhere it. And then we're going to grab our daisies and I'm going to pop them up. So I think what he did was he brought Mama and Baby into the barn to put them together because they only really leave their Mama and Baby together for about 24 hours. Just long enough for that baby to get the colostrum. And then they take the baby away. So she'll be crying later on tonight. All right, so I put my first little daisy. I'm going to adhere my second daisy and I'm going to just tuck it under like that. And then for the third daisy, I'm going to pop this one up. Actually, yeah, we'll pop this one up. And I'm going to put it down right about there. All right. That's fine, Dawn. Did you get, aren't you, oh no, your nails are later on today. All right, so we are going to now, I'm going to grab some gems. Let's add some gems to this. I can find my pokey tool. Did I happen to mention I cleaned up in here? That's why I'm not going to be able to find anything. All right, I'm going to actually add a gem to that corner. I'm going to add one to this corner. And then we'll add two right there. All right, so that's the front of our card. Next, we'll pull this in and I will grab a piece of scrap and we will, let's just put a smaller daisy. And I'll do it all in blue, just like last night's card. And I will do the outline first. So we'll just get our ink pad. And let me just see if we'll be seeing this daisy. No, we'll put it on this side. So let's ink it up. Grab the inside. Line them up. Let me just make sure I got the right, lined up the right way. Let's grab this center. We'll put that center in, and I'm actually going to grab, where's my Night of Navy? Some dark Night of Navy, and I'm just going to add a little bit of darkness there. And I don't think let's see if I have some white. Then I have a white paint pen. And I'm just going to add some white dots. And I'm actually going to leave the leaf off. All right, so here's our inside piece. I'm going to grab some seal. This way we won't see it through. And we are going to put this inside, making sure it's straight. It's off just a little. Whoops. Let me stand up so I can see. All right, and then there's the inside. All right, so this way when the card gets opened up, yeah, I hear you. I do the same thing. So here is the card. So like I said, you want to make sure when you use your designer series paper, it has a pretty, each side is really pretty. All right. So there is our card for Fun Fold Friday. Like I said, I will have it on my blog by tomorrow. Thanks for joining. And I just watch the group. I'll be posting over the weekend, and I'll see you on Monday for Mystery Card Monday. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks, Stu. And enjoy that sunshine if you have it. And I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye. Thanks, Kathleen. You too, honey. And let's all pray for Israel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.